Daniel's still getting fucking.
Danny Daniels still got it.
Still got it. Still getting a chance. 2018.
2018. Danny Daniels is over, brother.
He's never not been over. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Danny Daniels is forever over with everybody.
That starts our podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Backstage Boys podcast, episode number 16. 13 for the eighth time. This is Trent along with my co-host
Basil,
and we are here to break down AAW Last Call, the last ever show from LaSalle, Illinois, the Knights of Columbus. We put the padlock on it at the end of the night and said goodbye. That was our
last
farewell.
call in LaSalle, allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't want to start any rumors now. This could be stirring, what you call stirring shit?
Stirring the pot.
This could be called stirring shit. But that was it, man. Last call was the final event. Like the Knights of Columbus, they said bye to us. They said to get out. Get the fuck out of this house.
Last night, do you know what? Last night I had a good feeling. Like all night was, I mean, it was chaotic, but it was like feel good.
It was feel good. I think everybody was in a good mood. Even though I heard something about, like, the crowd seemed really good. I don't know if did you get a good look at the crowd? I was like walking around the crowd.
Crowd was good. I feel like what was the last show we had at LaSalle? What was the name of that one?
The last one at LaSalle. Oh my god.
Whatever the last show was at LaSalle.
Legacy.
I feel like that was a bigger crowd, honestly.
Legacy, I felt, was bigger. I think Legacy was when we announced that we're not coming back. Everybody's like, no, but I love you.
I need to go now.
Don't leave me, babe. And then they came. But no, last night was good too. The only thing that I heard that was a downfall was there was some really crude stuff coming from the crowd. I saw some tweets from the two gals who run the Powerbomb Girls podcast.
I do not. What are you referencing to? Because I'm honestly in the dark right now.
Well, I was looking at I run the Twitter and I was looking at the hashtag, and I heard like they were saying that there's some people in the crowd yelling some really like offensive and crude shit to like some of the wrestlers, and I'm like, man, I didn't hear it because it was pretty loud in there, but apparently that was the only downfall of it. Was
I was ringside. I didn't hear it, but I mean, last night was so chaotic. It was not even. Chaotic. I mean, yeah. I got a boo-boo.
Yeah, you took your first bump, brother. What are you...
brother.
What'd you get there? I mean, you're one of the boys. I'm one of the boys now.
One of the boys. I got an owie.
I'm looking at this owie right now.
It's about the
laceration
to the forearm.
It's about the size of when you poke yourself with a thumbtack.
It's about like that 3 thumbtacks worth. It's an owie and it hurts.
You know that? Remember, you ever heard about that mass transit incident in ECW? New Jack and the mass transit thing when like that fan pretended to be a wrestler.
Oh god!
And he got like butchered by New Jack.
Yeah, that's smart. Let's pretend to be a wrestler with New Jack anywhere around.
They were wheeling him out, and he was like bleeding to death. He's getting wheeled out, and his dad's like trying to like help him, and he's like, "No, Dad, I'm one of the boys now." Like amongst blood and death, I'm one of the boys.
I'm one of the boys.
You are one of the boys now. You got a ball.
God. No, I'm not one of the boys. I take pictures of the boys. Man, even Matt Riddle showed some love for my injury today.
Matt Riddle did?
Former indie superstar. Matt Riddle. Wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
He's just killing it right now. Like killing it in the land of giants at the moment.
He got a corporate job. He works for IBM.
Dude, maybe, but no, for real. He's killing it at NXT right now.
Did he actually talk to you?
Yeah, he's just like, don't die on me. No, he never.
You're literally like, hey, Basil, I saw you guys.
Bro. Don't die, bro.
Don't die. You know, maybe keep that thing clean. Don't get infected.
No. All right.
So let's break this down. Last call. I want to first say before we start, I had like a bunch of people come up to me about our podcast yesterday in the crowd in person.
Yes.
That was awesome, and because I'll probably be listening to this, Thanks to each and every one of you.
Wait, they're listening again?
I mean, they all said it was good.
God. They're gonna be so disappointed.
I represented both of us because you were not the one getting the shout outs. My ego was being boosted, which was nice.
That's cool.
It was nice. You guys made me feel good.
I mean, whatever.
It was a good day.
It was great.
I returned a stray puppy to its owner that morning, Brian and I.
Yeah.
And then I got.
You guys find a puppy at Cracker Barrel?
No, we were leaving to head to LaSalle, and we saw this puppy walking down the street, and we're like, "Where's that puppy's owner? Like, there's no owner."
By you or by Brian?
Yeah, by Brian.
Oh, okay.
And Sean. Yeah. So like we're driving, and I'm like, we're kind of seeing. We're like, wait, there's no owner. We see a little coat on it, so we pull over, call the little guy over. He comes over, super nice little guy, little terrier. We check his collar. He's got his address and phone number on there.
Oh, that's
so I called the phone. Yeah, as I called the phone number, nobody answers. I left a message. But then I map his address, and it's like 3 blocks away. And I'm like, man, that is far, and it's freaking cold. So we bring him in the car, super well behaved, drive him over to his house. His owner is getting into his car frantically to go look for him at that moment because he sees us pull up with the dog on my lap, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he like comes over.
This is why you need to put your address and info on your dog's collar and make sure the dog has a collar with the name tag on it, because it's stuff like this that makes it easier. Because I saw a wrestler who I forgot who it was. She found a dog. Dog had no collar, had no name. I think he had to go to the vet to see like the chip information. Like, it's always good to have the chip.
Right.
But like that dog, that's like an immediate thing that you can do without like getting anybody else involved. And quick one too.
Oh yeah, easy. But Chewy was the dog's name, and he's back home. So I helped return Chewy alongside production Brian.
How many millions of dollars did you get?
The reward was a hot dog and a handshake. The indie special. No, it was nice.
He had it ready. He goes, "Here you go, brother.
Brother, here you go. I was waiting for you. Here's your hot dog."
He had the hot dog in his left hand, and he had his right hand out just to shake it.
Sounds like a lot of indie wrestling shows.
Great job, kid. Great job.
You're gonna go place. Yeah, let me know what your next open date is. But all right, but yeah, no, it's cool. Thanks for everybody who complimented the show, and that really, really means a lot to us.
We appreciate it because we put a lot of work into this show. As I'm shaking, we
put a lot of work into the AAW show.
We put a lot of work into it. This is the fun and easy part, because talking to Trent, pretty easy, much easier when we're not in the same room because he's ugly and I'm ugly, and it's just a whole lot of ugliness.
I'd like a vote on which one of us is uglier. Oh, let's go draw some lines, man. I don't want to do that,
dude. I'm babyface assassin over here. I'm adorable.
But beards are in, and I got a fucking nice ass beard.
Beards are in, man.
Beards are in, and they was looking nice last night. I'm gonna say. all five ladies in that audience last night. Let me know what you think.
2 of which have the other podcast.
But yeah, those ladies were saying there was some stuff coming out of that crowd, which wasn't cool.
What's the name of their podcast? Let's just shout them out again.
Powerbomb Girls.
Powerbomb Girls. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I'm really horrible with names. Trent knows this.
Pretty bad.
So if I don't remember anything, like, it's not out of ill will. It's just out of my stupidity.
It's all right. We'll forgive you. But let's jump into the show. As we got 9 matches to talk about, react to them,
give some background.
9. It originally was 11, from what I understand.
Oh,
my original run sheet had 11 matches.
Anything more than 9 is just unbearable, in my opinion.
I really want a day where I walk in and there's 21 matches on the sheet.
No, we can't do that. We're not at LaSalle anymore.
No, we see 21 matches, and then we all believe it, and then it's showtime. We all realize it's April 1st, and we're like, "Oh, Danny."
Just to show AAW got you.
We're taping for 2, guys. Here we go.
All right. Let's get into this show. We keep saying this, but I don't think they believe us anymore.
Kick it off, Basil, because you like this.
Oh yeah, we got women's championship match. Starting off the show, we have the brand new AAW Women's Champion Kylie Rae, Smiling Kylie. up against this newcomer, Savanna Stone, who they had a very good, straightforward heel versus face match. A lot of good submissions and drop kicks and all that stuff, brother. Or should I say sister?
Sister. It was Kylie's first defense as AAW Women's Champion.
Or sweater?
Sweatshirt. Fast pick.
Sweater.
But yeah, man, it's Kylie's first defense. They went 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Kylie retained.
She hit her Kylie lock and forced Savanna to tap.
We should name that move for her. Kylie lock. We should name it something. The Poke Lock. Lock. Like it's like a Pokeball.
Oh, Pokemon. Kylie lock.
Pokemon. Pokeball. Poke Lock.
Pokeball.
Kylie eats Pokeballs at Whole Foods, she says, every day.
Yeah. Pokeballs are delicious.
Right. So Pokemon, Pokeball.
If you're in NOLA, my buddy just opened up a Pokeball.
Wait, you're not playing into that at all? That was hilarious.
I know. You think it's funny. You finally made a Pokemon reference for the first time in your 38-year existence.
I just want to be the very best. Okay?
Wait, is it 36 or 38?
37.
30. Hey, see, it was a good median right there.
I just want to be the very best.
Oh my God. This is like a dawn of a new day. We got Trent reciting Pokemon theme lines.
That's my extent. I thought the yellow thing was Pokemon, like the Pokemon. And I was like, you're the Pokemon?
Pikachu?
Yeah, everybody's like, that's Pikachu. I'm like, that's not the Pokemon.
That's one of the many Pokemon.
Yeah, I found this out.
I thought he was Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
I purposely call him Pokemon to piss off kids.
Stop it! You're pissing me off.
I didn't know what he was. I was like, what is he like? Because the kid's name is like Ketchup or something. I'm like, oh, is he like a little glob of mustard? Is he a little glob of mustard?
Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum.
See, first I thought it was ketchup, and I thought the little guy was a mustard.
Oh,
he was like a little glob.
I know you work at Heinz and all, but not everything's a condiment.
Yes, everybody. New Mayo Chup is out now. Made it.
Oh, wait. How long has Mayo Chup been out? And why don't I have any bottles from you?
I actually I have a bottle here sitting here if you want one.
Yeah, that's my bottle.
All right, you got it. Mayo Chup.
We talked about this months ago.
Getting chubby. You want to get a chubby? Get a little chubby.
I want a Mayo Chup. Mayo Chup.
I got you.
I want fancy sauce.
I like Mayo Chup. I'm a big fan.
Fancy sauce. It's just they legally can't call it that.
You know what they call it on the label? It says Mayo Chup, saucy sauce. I'm like, wow, that's who came up with that?
Oh man, I mean, how many hours did people in leather chairs behind a desk sit and came up with that?
What's the subtext?
Saucy sauce.
Saucy sauce. All right,
hire him. Give him employee of the month.
Hire that man. Promote him. Here's another $100,000.
All right.
What do you think of Savanna Stone?
I like Savanna.
She played in the crowd a lot. I like that. She really into the crowd. Does it
really well. She did that at Freelance Underground, and she's a very good heel.
She's from St. Louis?
St. Louis. She went from super likable babyface to I'm on Raw. I was on TV. Fuck you. I'm better than you.
She still has a baby face, she's so young though. That's the thing.
Well, she's so young, freaking young. I would rather have her get used to being a heel. I'd rather have her character develop into a really good heel, not cool heel, heel, and that's what I like. Yeah. She's not trying to be a cool heel.
We can work with her. I feel like we can grow with Savanna Stone.
She can be great.
Yeah.
She just needs time to mature, in my opinion, and not her personality, but in the ring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. She has a lot of future ahead of her. I think she's not even 20, 19 or 20 at tops.
18.
18? Jeez.
Yeah, she's 18.
Oh Lord.
She just had her 18th day. We talked about this in the last pod.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just bring it up.
She aged within a week.
She's 28 years old. She's a grizzled young vet.
The young vet.
Next match. This was a highlight for me.
Oh, this was a good one.
All right.
Next match.
Wait, did we say Kylie? Yeah, Kylie did retain. Okay.
Kylie, yeah, with the Kylie lock.
All right. The Pokemon lock. Stephen Wolf and Connor Braxton, who Connor took the mic and really got some heat on this one. He was on. He was ready to like piss off LaSalle on his way out.
He
And
was.
they took on Paco and returning to the ring. One night only.
One night.
Hill.
Saturday night. LaSalle, Illinois. The Boz has returned.
Ryan Boz.
Boz kill.
Ryan Boz came back to the ring.
Oh yeah, we can't confuse him with Steve Boz.
Not Steve Boz. I was always a huge Ryan Boz fan before I started working alongside him. So to see Ryan Boz back in the ring was a freaking treat for me, man.
You know how satisfying this was? Because I always talk about it. I was such a big fan of the Iron, what was it? The Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
And Boz was in that stable, and then that whole thing just died.
I know.
Because Boz got injured, and then Ricky Shane Page, Christian Faith, stopped working with us, and then Gregory stopped working with us after Brian Cage killed him, and then yeah.
Oh yeah, Bourbon Street.
That was Gregory Iron's last AAW appearance. Was
with the juice box, juice box, right?
They said you had enough juice already.
Oh my god!
Could offer you some juice, but it looks like you already have some, and then he just murdered him.
Murdered him. Ryan Boz.
That's on the AAW YouTube channel.
Dude, that was that was a funny segment.
And but yeah, I was really disappointed because I was into that stable and I was into the whole storyline with that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it just kind of ended, and I was like, oh, I wanted to see Boz wrestle one more time. And then we finally got him in an actual match 2.5 years later.
True, your wishes came true, sir.
Hey.
I was always on him. I'm like, come on, Boz, this is gonna be it, right? Every little savage, I'm like, this is it, back in the ring. And I'm back, and he's like, I don't know, shut the fuck up, I'm not doing it. I'm like, he's always like really excited. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. But no, this was it. He came back to the ring and he beat the fucking shit out of everybody.
Oh,
everybody.
Dude. Boz. I mean,
he hits hard,
honestly,
man.
Honestly, did not look like it out there. He did not look like he lost a step.
Not at all.
And then when we talked downstairs, he's like, dude, I landed on my ass, and then like I ripped some like scar tissue. Because I mean, these wrestlers do not have the healthiest of bodies, especially when they get up to that age. Like, especially if it's from injuries and stuff like that, like scar tissue builds up and all that stuff. And he's like, I think I felt some scar tissue rip. And he's like, I wrestled like half the match on one leg.
Yeah, he was saying he tore something. He's like, I heard something tear, and I was like, ah, shit. He's like, I was like, you were growling pretty good out there. He goes, nah, I was fucking growling because it hurt. You know?
he was yelling into the cameras.
He's like, ah. And I was like, oh,
God damn it.
Fucking Boz, man. He's so, like, he hits so hard, which I love. But Paco and Boz defeated Wolf and Braxton. Paco hit a super kick on Braxton, and then he hit his frog splash in 8:58. Boz held Wolf on the outside so he couldn't break up the pin, but it was fun. That was a fun match. One of my favorite parts about that match was when I was walking the crowd, kind of gauging the crowd and stuff. I saw people on their phone on like just like Googling Ryan Boz, and they were on like cagematch.net or whatever, like looking him up, like, who is this guy?
Got some history lessons there.
It's old AAW. There's a lot of people who don't know about old AAW.
Do you know what I really like lately? I mean, we're not going to say which is his personal Facebook, but on his personal Facebook, Boz has been sharing a lot of old school memories on there.
All his IWA stuff, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was showing stuff from like 2004, 2005. Like, I wasn't going to indie wrestling events at this time, so like,
I saw him all the time.
All this,
years. Yeah.
Well, it was like I was still. I mean, 2004, I was only 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but like all the IWA Mid-South stuff. I think I went to an NWA Mid-South show before, like when they had the NWA stuff.
It would NWA Midwest.
NWA
Yeah.
Midwest, and me and my buddy we went, and that's when I saw Chris Sabin there,
Yeah, it
stuff
was
like that.
Midwest
But
then.
no, yeah, but I didn't see it. Like I went to one, and then I went to like some random ROH shows, but I didn't really start going to indie wrestlings until like 2008, 2009 is when I started going to indie shows.
Hmm.
So
He was good, man. Ryan, I was such a big fan back in '04, '03. Like, dude, he was a killer. He was a monster. He would just destroy everybody in their in his way. I loved it. He was tag champs with Brad Bradley,
oh
IWA tag champs, and then he was AAW tag champ with
yeah,
Dan Lawrence.
good old Dan Lawrence.
Dirty
That
DL, which for old school AAW fans, Dirty Dan Lawrence sometimes is at shows at Logan Square.
yeah, he does set up Chicago stuff. He's sometimes at
Former
Bourbon.
former AAW heavyweight champion. He's one of the banners that we put up. So if you wonder who the one guy is who's not like in
Known
WWE,
like yeah, like the big star.
that's that's Dan Lawrence.
Yeah, but how did this end? Did you? Oh yeah, you already said it.
Yeah,
You
no,
already said it.
yeah.
Now this upcoming match, this was a personal favorite of mine.
Take it. These are your
Oh
boys.
man,
Your boys.
these all of these are my boys. So first of all, um, it was we had JT Davison record a promo, single
Yes.
promo on his own, which I thought was
Online
great.
on
It
the
was a
AAW
good
Twitter, YouTube, and
reintroduction,
Facebook.
good
Yeah.
reintroduction to the crowd, to online and stuff like that. He's been gone for a little bit, but I
Ooh,
felt
side
like
note, he looked fantastic, by the
he's
way.
in great shape. He
He's
looks
lost like
great.
50 pounds. He looks incredible.
He also runs a podcast called Somehow I'll Manage,
Yes.
which you guys should all listen to. It's a fantastic podcast.
He's got a great voice for radio. Like his
Dude,
voice
he's
is
got a
amazing.
great voice. He speaks well. He sings well too. I don't know if you've heard him
I
sing.
have. I heard him sing.
He sings really well.
He's got a good voice. He's like,
He's got
"Hello,
a
how
good
are you?"
mind. He's got a good mind. Like he's smart. He's not just like, oh, grr, wrestler, I'm a Sammy, blah blah blah, OVE. Like he can cut like a good. He's not like one of those. He just doesn't just yell. Like he's he's on like the same level as like Truth Martini, Paul Heyman. Like when it
Yep.
comes to and how he enhances his talent.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's been pigeonholed into the ladies and gentlemen. Like, and I love that. Don't get me wrong, but JT can do so much more than that. And
Ladies and
and
gentlemen.
the good thing about us having creative freedom, and like you didn't even know about this. I was like, you know what? Like I was like everybody was so busy, people were late to the show and stuff like that. I was like, I just looked at JT and I was like, let's do this. Let's come over here. We come up with this idea. He comes out of the elevator. That elevator is like our creativity.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to produce too much at this last one, but I'm glad you got that for sure. Got a couple good ones that you were down there producing that. But yeah, that elevator's perfect for
I love.
like.
I'm
Oh,
I'm gonna legit miss that elevator.
that elevator is good. I wanted to do more. We'll figure some more new shit out.
We'll
We got
figure
stuff
it
to do
out.
at Logan. But no,
But we
great.
had, huh?
But yeah, though, check out. I encourage everybody to check that promo out. It's about a minute long. It's on all the platforms. Posted yesterday. Take a look at it.
Yeah, and then also check out Somehow I Managed with JT.
Yes.
And then we had Sammy Callahan versus the Southern Psycho, Light Beers and Lariats, Mance Warner. Good
My
old
one.
Mance.
Oh, my guy. I love this dude.
Dude, I love. What do you mean your guy? You don't even remember his name. You thought he was Steve Manders. When
Stop.
both of them were there yesterday, what happened? Did he
Fucking
go up to Man? Did he go up to Manders and be like, "Yo, what up, Manser?"
I avoided managers like the plague.
Oh my god, it was good. I mean, Manders was in the Battle Royal,
Yeah.
that was upcoming, and then got to see a few other dudes like Chase Holiday, and then,
We'll get to the battle royal.
oh
Break
yeah,
down
yeah,
this
there was a
match,
lot
man.
of people, but
Yeah.
we recorded another promo with Manser in the bar.
Yeah, that was good.
That bar.
That was whose idea was that one? Was it you?
It was me. It was
Rob?
like, it was so. Rob said, "Can we do like he wanted to do like a thing upstairs and say like, hey, this is last call, like him behind the
Yeah.
bar, but because of Illinois law and stuff like that, you can't be behind the bar if you don't have like a license.
Well, I just broke the law then several
Uh,
times that video.
no, but like you can't. I know, but whatever. Like like during operation or something like that. It's something weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but I was like, how about we cut a promo at the bar?
Yeah.
Let's do that, and then let's
Downstairs
get him.
bar.
I'm like, can we get him an actual light beer? So we got him a Bud Light and all that stuff, and he drank it during the promo, and it was great. It was fantastic. It was a great promo.
Great. And the colors and the light look really nice on it.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that was
I
with
like
that
it.
new lens. That was
Mm.
that new lens I was talking about.
The Rob we mentioned is Rob Malinowski, the other half of Team Cart.
Team Cart, what up?
He
My
is
boys, I know my boys. I know my boys listening. So, what up, Team Cart?
he is the videographer extraordinaire of AAW. Any of those
And
beautiful.
and the DJZ Rise to Greatness video already dropped.
Yes, I saw that. And any of those cinematic promo videos you've been seeing on our social media, that's all Rob.
That's all Rob. And follow him. I believe it's Polish Rob 1.
Polish Rob one. That's where
Polish Rob.
The ski in Malinowski comes in. That identifies Polish Rob one.
Yeah.
But he is basically Spielberg, dude. Like those are amazing trailers. I love it.
He's legit. I would not be surprised if within like a year or two he's picked up by WWE.
Dude, he's
100%.
so good. I mean, Rob has been telling stories with all of our work. He's been telling amazing stories via like 2 to 3 minute trailers. It's unreal.
Oh
So
yeah.
definitely, if you haven't seen Rob's work, check out the cinematic trailers on our social media, AW Pro on Facebook and Twitter. Take a look because they are awesome. But this was a great match. Manson and Sammy, a lot of good intense back and forth.
This was a great match. This match had a spit off where Sammy spit in his hand and then Manser blew snot into his hand and they shook hands, which was
Yeah.
and then Manser went into a garbage and into an actual like garbage can and Sammy was throwing chairs at him. They both pulled out like they were smacking each other with this sign that this fan in the crowd gave them. Like they were like legit smacking each other in the head with it. They both were like slapping each other while they sat down in chairs. It was a fantastic match. This is the first time they wrestled as well.
First time
And
ever?
this was the first time ever.
Wow, okay.
And after the match, Sammy ends up winning. He hits his cactus driver and he cuts a promo saying how Manser is the future. And this is exactly what we were talking about last week, how indie wrestling's going to be fine. There's going to be people like Manser who have always been on the cusp of like, I'm not saying he's not main event, but he's always been upper mid card. In IWA, he's been main event, and he's main eventing tonight at like CZW. But I'm talking about like non-hardcore. He can do good wrestling without being in a death match or a hardcore match, and be entertaining.
He's on that cusp of like people going, all right, this is the next upper echelon dude, and he
can cut a promo. He can cut a promo. He has a great look. He doesn't look like everybody else. He looks like he came from the 80s. Like he has
Which is why I probably love him.
He has this mix of Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk.
Yes.
That's like
really good.
If you mix those two and then put them in like, well, they both came from the South. What the fuck am I talking about? But still, like you have the promo skills of Dusty, in my opinion, and you have the grittiness of Terry, and you got Manser right there. And
I look at him and I see Dusty, I see Terry, I see Bunkhouse Buck, I see even Jay Briscoe a little bit in there too.
I also see a little bit of Cactus Jack in him as well.
I don't see any cactus in there, but I see where you're going.
No, he is the cactus where he has no regard for his body when he needs to. You haven't seen enough of him, in my opinion, to get that feeling. But he will put his body on the line. I mean, I've seen him go up against Nick Gage.
Ooh.
Yeah. After he put himself, it was at Black Label Pro last summer. When it was it early? It was either I believe it was earlier this year or it was late last year. It was he wrestled a match, and then Nick Gage, I think it was Nick Gage, Terry Funk, or not Terry Funk, Nick Gage and Teddy Hart were supposed to have a singles match. He comes out and makes it a triple threat match.
Really? Okay. Where's he out of?
The South.
Well, he's built from Bucksnort, Tennessee, which I think where Buckhouse Buck was built from too, which is great.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's from Tennessee.
I loved it, man. I was like this. You're right. He's right out of the '80s, which is probably why I was immediately drawn to this character.
Oh yeah.
But no, dude, he's there's the weird thing too. Mans has not gotten a lot of wins in AAW. I don't think he's gotten 8 wins.
He's had 3 matches and he's 0-3, but
he's looked amazing in Lost. That's the thing.
He's not looked bad in any of those matches.
None. The guy looks fantastic in Lost.
Yeah.
He came out strong in all of them. I'm like, this is great. That's how you know you're good.
It'd be Manser's year in AAW.
Goddamn right.
I believe by the end of 2019, he will be Heritage Champion.
Ooh, bold prediction.
That's my prediction.
All right, I like it.
He will be Heritage Champion by the end of 2019.
I like it. I mean, we have our ones to watch. For me, it's Manser, and it's Jake and Kurt. Those are my other 2. These are my three to watch for next year.
Those 2 better be tag champions in the next 6 months.
I was even calling Jake. I was like, man, I could see Jake as a world champ someday.
Yeah, 100%.
But next, we had the 20-person King of LaSalle Battle Royal. This was it. This was the final Battle Royal in LaSalle. This was it to crown the King of LaSalle. And there's a lot of people in it, man. Airwolf, Steve Manders, Dante Leon, Sage Kanan, Dion Roosman, Joe Asa, Moondog Bernard coming back, Jimmy Jacobs, Jessica Havoc, Brubaker, Mike Hartenbauer, Cody Rice. God damn, who else is in this, man? I think named like 12.
CJ Esparza was in there.
CJ Esparza was in this, yes.
Chase Holiday was in there. Oh man, there was just everybody. There was just everybody in everyone in there. So,
but at the end of it all, it came down. Final 2 were Brubaker and Jessica Havoc, and in 12 minutes and 50 seconds, Jessica Havoc became and I love how Jimmy announced he's like the King of
LaSalle. If that doesn't get her a number 1 contendership for the women's title against Kylie, then it's a travesty.
A lot of newcomers in this one. A lot of the guys who are new to AAW, Joe Asa, Dion, 2 big dudes. These are some hosses,
yeah,
right?
Dion Russman is gonna be, or is it Roosman or Russman?
Roosman, from what I understand.
Yeah, Dion Roosman. That guy has got like a good look, a good build. He just needs a character to add to it.
He's been doing this. He's got like Iceberg because he's from Alaska. He keeps calling himself the Iceberg.
But I love the dude, but like he still needs.
Yeah, I need to care, right?
That little bit of character that's gonna that can sell you on his matches.
Yeah, like we need a reason to invest.
Yes,
and I want to get that. But man, Havoc wins. Jimmy Jacobs comes in, attacks Jessica with a chain. The friggin' chain, which
she choking her with a chain.
Which she left behind, and a fan tried to run off with.
Oh my god, yeah. So Jimmy, grabs
a
chain, smashes her in the head, and then proceeds to choke her. And then Darby comes through and hits her. And the only reason I know this so vividly right now is because I just got done editing that match.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm like 2 matches. Yeah, I'm at the DJZ. I'm at the DJZ Trevor Lee match right now on editing.
Nice. But Darby comes in and starts attacking Jimmy, and then we have a street fight at that point. And I remember
it's a great street fight too.
At that point, Chris from Two Heels on a Face turns to me and he's like, "Man, you got what we mentioned on the podcast last week about how Danny loves ECW style, where like, one run in dictates another run in, and then that run in becomes a match. And it was such an ECW thing to do. So Chris is like, man, you weren't kidding. It was totally ECW. But Darby and Jimmy,
But
what
I
about?
like it because how often does it happen on the indies right now?
Right, exactly. I love that. It just keeps the show going. It's like it's constant. It's like it's like a machine gun, just boom, boom, boom.
There was a really speaking of that, there was a really good flow to the show yesterday.
That's Danny's thing. Danny is big on the show has to feel like water, man. It has to keep going. No dead air. Like no dead zones. You gotta keep people like on the high. On the at least even if it's a small wave, keep them on the wave. But Darby and Jimmy went intensely for nearly 11 minutes and submission finish on this one. Darby had a crazy looking arm breaker. But man, it was nuts, man. All sorts of weapons and everything.
I got a good picture of that too. Like that's
an arm breaker?
Yeah. And
how was that one being up front? Like you were like right up for that one. How was that?
It was an intense match. I mean, the whole show was everybody was firing on all cylinders. Like I gotta give it to the whole AAW roster. They all killed it. They all put in a lot of good effort. It was a fun match. It was a fun night. That match was fun. Anytime I get to see Darby, I enjoy them. Like I like his style. I like his crash test dummy derby, just kill walls.
Darby like, derby.
Like car derby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Crash
test derby, basically. Yeah, like you
said. Yeah. But I love that style. And then it's like Jimmy knows how to work that style because that's Jimmy 20 years ago.
Basically, this is like such a passing of the torch match for sure.
I liked it. I was happy. Then we go into the very odd pairing against a few friends. Super besties.
Super friends. These guys are legit best friends.
We had the super besties consisting of ACH and the besties in the world up against David Starr, Kurt Stallion, and what's his name?
Something with Quinn McKay.
The lovely Quinn McKay.
Lovely.
She's a great addition to the roster.
Quinn's cool. She's beautiful. She's energetic. Like she's got a lot going for her, man.
Opposite of what you and I are.
Beautiful, energetic. Hey, man, come on. I'm always full of energy. I'm on 11 constantly.
On 11.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm make an Impact reference. I'm gonna get torched by Counterpoint guy again.
Counterpoint guy.
So yeah, the second you make a WWE reference, we're dead. Like he's gonna kill us for.
Here,
we'll explain that later, guys.
I'm just gonna say this for Counterpoint guy. Triple H.
That's it. I made an Impact reference. You made a WWE reference. We're dead.
There we go.
We'll be dead on Twitter by Tuesday.
Oh, I'm expecting it now. And like he keeps replying to the account, and then I just reply back with like some sort of positive thing. And I don't know if he knows how to.
I want to take a Counterpoint guy minute at the end of the show.
It's gonna be a counter minute. Counterpoint
minute. This was great.
You're not getting paid for any of this. We're just using your stuff because we don't get paid for any of this. So suck it.
Kurt Stallion and Jake Something, huge win for them. Huge.
This was good. This was a good match. This was almost 17 minutes.
Yeah, this is a great match. Top rope powerbomb, Something to Fitchett to get the win. But this was their second win over the besties, man. This was a huge win. This was big for those two.
This is not even just the besties, man. This is the super besties.
That's true. That's very true, man. And I think this really positions Jake and Kurt for greatness.
And do you know what's another good thing? This keeps David Starr at that top level because David's not going anywhere, guys. Like we can say this, David's staying independent. Even though David's moving to
London.
To London, dude, he's with us. He's committed. Like this is keeping the future on top. and they're staying on top, and they're letting everybody know.
Yeah, David Starr is fantastic. That's a leader. That's what you call a locker room leader for yourself, for your crew. So that's great to have. I'm glad. He don't need no E, man. He said
No
he,
E.
he likes to wrestle
Wrestling
without
without
the
the
E.
E.
But we all have made it. We've both made it very public how much we love Kurt and Jake, and I am so excited for these two in 2019. Big time.
Big time.
I encourage everybody listening, if you ever see these two at a show, go talk to them. Just go talk to them. They're great people.
Yep.
I really, really am hoping for just a complete rise for them to start like immediately after this match. Like this is going to be their climb to something. But they're so good. They're so talented, man. They deserve all of it for sure.
They really do. And I agree. I mean, I like them. I like them. I can't. There's not a bad thing I can say about those two. Like
Kurt Stallion, upon arriving to the building after an 20-hour drive to
28 million year drive
to come wrestle for everybody. 20-hour drive.
He got 17 minutes. He didn't get 6.
That's right. He got 17 minutes.
17 minutes.
Thankfully.
And it was a closer drive because it was further south.
Yes, it was. He shaved 2 hours off his drive. But he comes into the building smiling and he hugs everybody.
Oh, dude, he hugged all of us.
Everybody.
Like, this place.
I was like, dude, most people after a 20-hour drive are like, get the fuck away from me. He like hugs everybody and he smiles.
I love Kurt.
Big fan of Kurt Stallion. Lone Star, baby.
We go into.
This was a feature match, man.
This was my main event.
This was most people's main events for sure.
This was my main event for the show. This was Trevor Lee and DJ Z. This is almost a year long. This is a year-long feud.
It's a year. It's exactly a year long.
They do not like each other whatsoever. These two.
So much hate.
So much hate. So many matches. Since December of 2017 last year over this title.
My God.
And this was a 25-minute long match. This was
oh my God. Long.
So long. Dude, this was Trevor Lee's 9th title defense.
Wow, really? Is he the longest reigning Heritage title champion? I will check.
We have to double check that.
While you're breaking it down, I'll check.
This was, I think Trevor Lee developed a new style from that ACH match because there was a lot of mat wrestling, lot of grinding down his opponent, and I mean he talked about it. I mean he is the Iron Man. He went 60 minutes with ACH.
Yep.
And there was he didn't look tired at all. I mean, I think that it set a new fire under Trevor. They went back and forth. I mean, we got Stifler, the referee Stifler got hit.
Brian Stifler.
And then amongst all the chaos, Nate got super kicked by DJZ.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he took one straight to the face.
Straight to the face.
I think Nate was wishing that he kept his beard on for the padding.
Was he hurt? Was he like, oh man?
He was hurt. I saw his face. It was what in tarnation that happened to his face.
What in tarnation?
What in tarnation?
Dude, so looking at the stats.
Yeah.
And he is not the longest reigning.
Who's the longest?
Longest reigning is Eric Cannon. Eric Cannon held it for over a year and a half.
How many title defenses were there?
I don't have the title defense info.
So we have 8 successful title defenses for Trevor. You have 10 total matches in the last 12 months for Trevor with this title because you have his win, 8 successful defenses, and 1 failed defense.
Nice.
That's pretty impressive.
Where are you getting all those stats?
Well, you figure if this was his this was his 9th title defense, he had to win the match. He had to win the match to get the title. I know.
Math was never
Counting
my
is
strong
hard.
suit.
Math is hard.
That was never
It's
my strong
crazy
suit.
because I'm great at math, but when you tell me all the statistic numbers, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck any of this shit means. I'm just like, whatever. But you give me numbers and stuff like that, I can count it up and
Like,
whatever.
boom, boom,
I just
boom.
don't know what any of them mean.
It was a nice regain for DJ. You know, he lost it to Trevor on February 17th of this year, and then he got it back. Or last year. No, I'm sorry, this year. My bad. February 17th of 2018, and got it back in December before the year closed, man. So
Yeah.
just short of a year for Trev, but fantastic for DJ to kind of get that title back that he lost to Trevor at the time.
This was these two, they can wrestle all the time. And
I think they love doing it too. They know they bring out the best to each other.
yeah, it was great, and I I'm just happy to see DJ win the title again, and I'm excited to see what he'll actually do with this because he got injured like the show after. He got injured. It was the same exact show this time last year. I don't remember what we called it in December last year. You want to look that up?
I can look
But
that up while we're talking.
that's where he got injured.
The December show in LaSalle, right? Yeah.
The December LaSalle shows where he got injured, and I just think it was perfect that he won the title back at the same place that he got injured last year.
That's pretty cool. It's poetic justice.
It is.
But
As I'm scratching my
owie.
it hurts itching because it's healing because I'm a growing boy.
You took a bump, kid. But last year's December show in LaSalle was Legacy.
Legacy.
That's the one where we crowned Jess as the champion. That was the one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
Mm.
but yeah, man. So it was great. It's a great photo taken by Sir Beezy, who's part of this podcast here.
I like Ian's photo too from 3 Count photo that he got.
Ian got like the celebratory on the rope photo. You got the one where the emotional photo.
That's the one I wanted.
Ian Stork of 3 Count photo. Take a look. He is our contributing photographer.
True. He gets all the crowd perspective shots.
He's your protege. He is your taller than you white little brother.
Always fluffing me up. I hate that.
He's your bigger than you white little brother.
Stop it. Trent knows I hate like recognition and all that stuff. I have a hard time dealing with that at work too. Like I got this like great email from a customer and she sends it to my boss and my boss was like, and then I got CC'd on it and I was like, and I see my boss and I go, I swear to God. And then the thing is, they always send out those emails to like everybody in the company, and I go, I swear to God, if you send out that email, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Dude, he goes, what? I'm like, I don't care if everybody knows what I'm doing.
I love credit. I love attention. And that's why I'll field the compliments from the pod listeners when they come up to me at shows. Yeah. I'm like, screw that other guy. Fuck him. You can tell me all you want.
If somebody comes up to me and tells me my work, that's fine. But I'm not one of those who needs to let everybody else know. Like if somebody comes up to me personally, I'll be grateful for that. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, get the fuck away from me. But Scott Leash, photographer out from New York, he had like a list on Instagram, like who are your top 5 favorites, and he's a great photographer as well.
Scott Leash is great.
And the list that he had for this was, I mean, this was not anything.
Are you on the list?
Dude, this list, it consists of James Musselwhite, Y2 Jim Bob.
He's one of your favorites, yeah.
Speedy, another one of my friends. Beyond Gorilla, who does fantastic portraits and great stuff in the UK. We got Rudo's Photos, who is an amazing lucha-based photographer. Like,
oh, I've seen his stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, his stuff's so good. And then me, and I was like, what?
He put you on the list for sure.
Wow. I'm number 5 out of the top 5, which
that's
I will
awesome.
Take because I feel
that's on Instagram.
It's on Instagram on Scott's story.
That's so cool. Today?
Yeah, it was like 22 hours ago. It was like last night.
Good for you,
I
man.
woke up
That's
this
really
morning. I was
cool.
like, ah.
That's awesome. I'm looking
So
at top five finish. Oh yeah, he's got his like top five stuff going on.
yeah,
That's so
yeah,
cool, man. That is really nice. I'm happy for you, especially coming from him because he's so good. You know,
yeah.
he's such a talented and respected photographer in the business today. Wow, dude, there you are.
I know. It's
Nice.
crazy.
Very cool. That's very cool. Do you guys talk often or what?
Yeah, yeah. We talk all the time. Just give each other. We both use the same camera, so it's just
Oh,
like
okay.
it's just good to give each other advice and yeah, just stuff like that. It's always good to talk with other people, get help and tips and just talk about random stuff like that.
Nice, man. That's very cool.
We all have our
Scott,
own network.
plug his Instagram.
It
If you,
is, well, his exact Instagram is Scottlesh724.
yeah, he's a great.
724. He is a fantastic photographer. He takes a lot of WWE stuff, Impact, ROH, Evolve,
Everybody, pretty much.
everybody.
Everybody.
It took 50 minutes, but we got a Sammy impersonation in this time.
um, but cool, man. I'm happy for you. That's awesome, especially coming from him. I like his work a lot too. So
Oh no. Yeah, his I mean, dude, he has 26.4 thousand followers on
wow, really
dude. Yeah, dude.
good for
So,
Scott, man.
yeah, no,
Cool.
Scott's a fantastic person and a great photographer, and he deserves everything.
Be sure to
Everything.
everything, everything. Okay, that's enough. Be sure to tag Scott in this podcast plug and let him know
I'll let him know.
let him know. I'll be like, yo, you guys should listen to our podcast. We talk about you. He's like, really? I'd be flattered.
I talk so much shit about you on there. You cannot wait.
Like me and the other guy talk about you on this
Me and the,
podcast.
me and the other guy whose opinion doesn't matter. We talk mad shit about you.
Me and the guy who uses disposable cameras from Walgreens and thinks it's photography talk about
Hey,
you.
it doesn't matter what your gear is. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, right. You guys probably talk so much shit about people with like shitty gear. Like,
I
look at this
don't
fucking
actually. I
guy.
don't. I don't care what gear you use. I mean, you can if if you have shit gear, just compensate that for
Good count.
um
Good
no,
photos.
no, I mean compensate that with composition with how you like what you put in the photo or if you're able to edit it afterwards, like just compensate for it. You don't need the best gear. I'm just a gearhead. And I mean a lot of us photographers we're gearheads, but if you have like an okay camera or whatever, I'm sure your photos are fine.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
just
enough.
we're just perfectionists and we know it's going to be shared everywhere.
You heard it from the photographer himself, everybody. All right, next match. This is awesome.
You
The
take
Rascal.
this.
The Rascal. Yeah, I'm gonna take this because
Rascals.
I'm gonna
Because
get an
I
impact
got a
mention
good
in
story to
this.
tell you during this match.
All right. The Rascals, Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel, fresh off being the most viewed clip on social media this last week
In
from
all of
Impact.
social media?
Dude, they were like the most viewed clip online or something. It was crazy.
In
Like
all of social media.
in all of, let's just say in our wrestling bubble. In the wrestling bubble,
Okay.
they were the most viewed clip. Okay.
Counterpoint guys like this fucking Impact circle jerker.
Counterpoint guy's gonna roast me so bad. But
There's more to the internet than just wrestling. There's cat videos, motherfucker.
oh my god. We'll get the counterpoint minutes coming, everybody. And then they took on AR Fox, Myron Reed, Fire Fox, along with Ace Romero.
We
And
had Hot Fire,
Myron
Myron
Reed.
Reed.
He
He
doesn't have
lost his blonde hair,
hair.
can't
Can't
you
you see?
see? He's the tag champ with
Yeah.
AC
No,
Romero.
AR Fox.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I fucked up that song, so let's move on.
If Albert heard you say that, he'd be like, "We don't all look the same, Basil. We don't all look the same, okay?" He'd fuck with you.
Yeah, but AR Fox and Ace aren't even like.
You said ACH.
I didn't say ACH. I said AC.
Oh,
No,
oh, you were saying
AC.
AC. I thought you were going for
Yeah, AC baby.
ACH. But dude, Rascals. Okay. I gotta say this. Everybody can see this in the audience too. How much? And you probably saw it the best. How much fun are these three agents having out there?
Oh,
Like,
dude.
Like it's the most fun job in the world,
I'll explain just the entrance alone. So they did their pose for me.
which is great.
I got a great picture of that.
I need that photo for tomorrow. No, Tuesday.
Tuesday, because we're gonna
Asshole
make
Tuesday, Answer
Monday
Mondays.
Answer Mondays. Um, and then also, Desmond Xavier took my camera and and started taking pictures of Trey and Zach.
Wait, did you get the photos of the, like
Oh
what
yeah,
he took?
those all are gonna make the cut.
Wait.
Like there was like they took like there was like two photos that were like out of focus that I can't use.
What if
He
I
took
like
like
put those up?
five.
What if I put those up and I put photo by Desmond Xavier
Do it. I don't care. I'll tell you which ones are his.
via via BZ's
Do you know what I'm
camera?
gonna do? I'm gonna find I'm gonna get a I need a Rascals PGN. I'm gonna put that as their watermark. I'm gonna put it over my watermark. I don't care, dude. It's all fun, man. It's all wrestling's supposed to be is fun. Don't take it too serious.
Wrestling is fun.
People who
According to
take
Chicago.
wrestling too serious are a drag.
Dude, come on. Yeah, absolutely. Seriously, we've talked to enough people who are like that. We're like, come on.
We
But
literally live for these shows. Like I was so excited to be at a show. It was my first time having a show in like 2 weeks, and I'm so excited that I get another show on Friday, which we will talk about later, guys.
but yeah, man, Rascals, they took out I'm sorry, Reed was pinned after a triple team by the Rascals. So Myron took the pin, one and a half the tag champs. Took that
But I
pin,
mean
man.
that makes a case. Is Wentz and Xavier gonna go for the tag titles?
I don't know, man. Kurt and Jake are just nipping at those belts. I don't know, man.
I do you know what I really hope what they do with the Rascals in Impact though is that they do what they do with the New Day and then they just like kind of switch them out. So
I
it's
think that's
not
the
just
idea.
I hope so because I know
Yeah,
they had Wentz and Xavier
they
do the
debuted
first
it.
match.
Yeah,
But I'm hoping that they switch them out in tag matches and then if they win the titles, Freebird rule that.
I have a friend who was at the Vegas tapings, and he said Trey did. He's like, yeah, there was a tag match. Trey got action, so they'll be there. But yeah, I think that's the idea. He didn't say if it was that was the idea. I don't know. I mean, he didn't give me too much detail, but he's like, yeah, Trey was cool.
Yep.
But yeah, that's fun. Their finisher is called the Soup Kitchen, for what I understand. According to this, I didn't know that.
But they didn't do the hot fire flame.
They
That
did
was
not do
just
the hot
that.
fire flame. I think they're saving that for TV now, man. That is
Yeah.
strictly some TV shit
I mean
now.
we've gotten that like so many times over the year. So I mean
Yes.
I don't feel like we're missing anything. Like we've seen them. We've seen it.
Then again, the Soup Kitchen is the 3-man finisher, whereas Hot
Yes.
Fire Flame is a 2-man finisher.
Yes. So I'm okay with it.
17 and a half minutes.
Great match.
Long match. Another long match, man.
It didn't feel 17 minutes like when Jimmy D was reading off like 17 minutes and 23 seconds. I go, "What the fuck? When was that 17 minutes?" That
We get
felt
the,
like it legit felt like 8 or 9.
we get like the pacer time cues in our earpieces, and I'm like, something when these matches started hitting over 10, 12 minutes, I'm like, man, we are got some lengthy matches this show,
And
man.
the show didn't go long.
The show did. I thought it did go a little long. No,
No,
maybe we just got out of there late. That's what it
no.
was.
The show ended 10:30. Not even. It
Oh
was
yeah,
like 10 o'clock. It was
we didn't get
7.
out
It
of
was
there. We did not get out of there till about I want to say 12:30.
yeah. I got. Oh, so you by the time you got out of there, I just got home because I got home at like 12:40.
Yeah, we didn't get out of there till
And
12:30.
it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get home, but there was also a pit stop at Casey's.
Cases, say goodbye to Cases. But
Bye.
but no more 30-minute sandwich making for you, man. Casey's takes a half hour to make a sandwich. Let's just put that out there. Yeah, man,
Well, we
it was a
got pizza this time. It was just instant satisfaction.
late night, but we went from that to the main event. Basil, take the main
The
event.
main event of the evening. We had King versus King, Eddie Kingston, up against Brody King.
I was really hoping you'd slip and call him Brody Kingston.
Brody Kingston. That's a new tag name.
Brody Kingston, Eddie Kingston.
Eddie King or Brody Kingston. That's like that. If they were a tag team, Eddie Kingston,
They'd be called straight
Brody
thugging.
Kingston. It
Because
would.
Brody's a straight edge, Eddie's a thug. He'd be straight thugging.
So the best part about this, so I was downstairs, and Jimmy Jacobs was trying to explain like the match, and he said he calls Eddie. He normally like Eddie's nickname is King.
Yeah.
So he was saying, "Oh yeah, so King does this and that, and then what, and then up against King," and then everyone's like, "Wait, what?" They're like, he's like, "Oh shit." He's like, Eddie, and then Brody. So I thought that was funny.
This match went all over the building, literally, all over.
You know what's the best part? This match, okay, so the time clock for this match was only 6 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh yeah, because they brawled for 15.
15 minutes was a brawl in the crowd, down the stairs, in the lobby, and literally in the locker room.
Which apparently the locker room did not know was coming.
The locker room did not know it was coming. And a few good notes. We have Danny Daniels getting involved. Yes. We have the infamous Bread that we will discuss later makes a cameo. Did I show you the picture yet?
Of the Bread?
Oh, I have a picture of Eddie downstairs in the locker room, and for some reason, the baguette that Sammy used in the brawl after the match is flying behind him. There's nobody around the Bread in this picture, but the Bread is flying.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't.
For those who didn't see, Sammy, after the match is over, attacked Brody King with
hold on. Brody wins. Okay, whatever. Who cares? Not like in that sense, like, okay, Brody wins, but that's not like the highlight of it.
Like the last match in LaSalle history in the building, and you're like, hey, whatever, Brody wins.
Brody wins.
It's not the last match
like
in the
building. I just felt like everything, like the match.
Ric Flair's been in this building. Ric Flair was in this building, and you just like, yeah, whatever, fuck that. Let's get to the baguette.
Let's get to the fucking baguette. Week old stale baguette. And do you know what's funny? I touched that baguette like 4 times because it was in the back area where I was editing, and I was like, I like moved the baguette over. I was like, this is a really hard baguette. Like, and it was like 3 foot long baguette. So like, I was like, what the fuck is a baguette doing here? I was like, okay,
Shawn
whatever.
Michaels has been in this building. AJ Styles has been in this building. We're talking about the baguettes.
Baguettes.
We're skipping over the match that closed out that history.
Baguette is the star of the night.
The baguette's the star that the baguette went over. Go ahead, tell them about the baguette. Tell them
so Sammy comes out after Brody wins and smashes him with the baguette.
The stale baguette, which felt like a chair.
Dude, it broke into a million pieces, and then there was still one more piece, and he used it again. And then the crazy brawl erupts that you can see the first part of it on Twitter.
Yeah, good call getting that exclusive video on. That's on Twitter. Check that out. It's pinned. I pinned it to the top.
True, sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was this was the most chaotic brawl scene I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we literally had ACH and Eddie Kingston playing garbage can baseball with a steel chair. A garbage can went flying. Martine's got a video of a garbage can flinging at him, smashing him.
At one point, I think Sammy threw the garbage can outside. It looked like he was aiming for Danny, which is hilarious. but
like one good lick in.
Well, here's the thing. So it doesn't hit Danny because Danny's shorter than Xavier Washington as a rookie.
Oh yeah,
who was out to break up the brawl. Xavier Washington's like 6'5". It would have
hit Danny if Danny was normal height.
It would have hit Danny if Xavier wasn't there. So it went flying, and there's a video of it, which ACH posted actually.
He re-edited the Wrestling with Unicorns video,
and it just nails Xavier in the head. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, those things are heavy garbage cans, man. Poor guy. But it was going for Danny. I'm convinced Sammy was going for Danny. He was upset that Danny got a Danny Daniels chant at the beginning of the show, which made Danny think he's still over. And Danny Daniels, a former IWA Mid-South heavyweight
Danny
champion.
Daniels he hasn't stopped being over.
Still got it.
Still got it. Still got it.
He had got a chant. I think he felt that urge again after getting that chant.
Last time, kid. One last time.
One last round. I just want to see Danny one more time. Lace him up. Lace up those boots, kid. We're going back.
We're going back.
Eddie hit amazing back fists on this one.
Yeah.
It was great. He hit all the back fists fantastically. But in the end, Brody retained. That was it. Brody is still your AAW heavyweight champion going into the Windy City Classic against Sami Callihan and his Baguette. And that is coming up on December 29th.
29th at Bourbon Street in Marionette Park, Illinois.
That's happening, guys. I was thinking it's at Logan. It's at Marionette Park. I forgot.
No, yeah. Windy City Classics are now at Bourbon.
Which is great because we love bourbon.
Well, it's good, and because we don't run out of bourbon as much anymore, so I like it.
Yeah.
Logan has become our main venue, and Bourbon has become the secondary venue.
Which sucks because I love Bourbon Street.
I love Bourbon. Bourbon is fun to park. I just like Bourbon.
Food.
Plus, we can get food. Yeah, like we can eat there.
Good.
People like the best part is like if there's like a sporting event or something going on, people can watch at the bar. Like where there's been times where we had a show and then people went outside to the bar area, or when it's the summertime, there's like the beer garden and all that stuff going on. It's just a good vibe.
Yeah. Bourbon's a fun place, man. But that'll be the Windy City Classic, the annual tradition for the 14th year of AAW.
We have 2 matches announced. We've got the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament winner, Sami Callihan.
Samuel Callihan.
It's Sammy, okay?
Nope.
Up against Brody. And then just announced, we have ACH versus Eddie Kingston.
Yep, in a garbage can baseball match.
No.
With a baguette on a pole match.
You know what's crazy? For how long this feud has been going on for, this is the first time their match will be in a Chicago-based show.
Oh, good point. Good point. But even Marionette Park's not Chicago.
No, like Chicago-based. That's why I said
Chicago-ish.
Chicagoland.
Chicagoland.
So,
the greater Chicagoland area.
Whatever, it's close enough.
Marionette Park's it's a border neighborhood. It's like literally across the street from a border of Chicago.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be fun, man. LaSalle, we love ya. It was a nice run. We had a lot of memories. It was where we really got to shine as producers a lot.
Yeah, man.
Made some friends, broke some hearts, you know. Life.
The first show. I was at the first show as a fan and ended up as fuck.
Fuck.
Getting a boo-boo.
Quick counterpoint guy corner here in the show.
Oh God.
So last week I mentioned a guy named Counterpoint Guy. Everybody, okay? Counterpoint Guy. That's his Twitter handle. I believe it's Counterpoint Guy. Counterpoint Guy is a no bullshit, tell the harsh truth in the harshest way possible, no matter who he hurts, no matter what you might think about it. He doesn't care. No filter. And you almost respect the fact that he is saying what a lot of people are thinking, but he's saying it very angrily. But we put a thing out about Counterpoint Guy, and he heard it. He heard this podcast, and then he proceeded to rip into us. 2 days ago? Basil, was it a couple days ago? But he ripped into us about the preview show. Are you pulling this up right now?
Yes. Oh, he got personal with ACH.
What did he say?
So ACH was looking for a can opener, a Dallas Cowboys can opener for his mom, and it's legit. Like I tried to find one on the internet and I couldn't. And Counterpoint Guy went a little bit too far. And then ACH is like, yeah,
What do you say? Read it out.
Okay, so counterpoint. So ACH goes, anybody knows where I can find a Dallas Cowboys can opener for my mom? I got the toaster. Need a can opener to complete the Christmas shopping. Counterpoint goes, here's a crazy idea. Try the internet. Seriously, all the time you took to make this tweet, you could have checked 5 websites via Google search. ACH replies goes, I'm going to go in to say this as nice as I can. Don't at me when it comes to my mother. I'm trying my best to find this and Googled Amazon NFL. If you have an issue with me on social media for asking, just unfollow, mute, or even block me. Stop being a jackass just cause. And then he goes, you're acting like I attacked your mother and playing the victim. I literally just said Googled it. No time. No need to go into Morphin time or Dragon Ball time or
what?
Just relax and just use your energy for positivity.
Dude, I love this guy. It's a trip. No need to go into Morphin time or Dragon Ball.
Oh my god. He just is
he did not attack ACH's mother. He said just Google it.
Yeah.
I don't know where ACH got into the mother thing. All right, read the tweets about us though. Forget ACH.
Oh, so we posted the brawl. And then counterpoint gag says, a loaf of bread is what Sammy hit Brody King with. A loaf of fucking bread. This is the quote-unquote draw, huh? He drew a food fight to hype the main event.
Oh my God.
I tag him after he blocked me. Oh, no, I tag him too, but he blocked me after I called him out on his shit at PCW Ultra, ripping off AAW Pro's main event. Oh, now, let me explain something also with indie wrestling. I don't think it's just them ripping our main event. One, they're in fucking California.
Like with streaming and everybody knows everything, bro. You know that.
I know, but at the end of the day, though, like
it's localized.
They had a match before our match, which makes their match better because they know each other better.
That's a good point.
I mean,
full storyline though.
But I mean,
they run.
I don't follow PCW Ultra, so I don't know. But I mean, all the companies have house shows and runs with their talent running matches and stuff like that before TV or pay-per-view. So whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why I'm like, whatever.
Read the tweets that he gave us after we mentioned him. That's the one you got to get to.
Hold on.
Because this guy tore into us. We want to read this and we'll end the podcast.
We're making the kid famous.
We have made him famous. Like he seriously knew that and went for it. He went for blood. I think this is like Friday or Saturday.
So he first talked about us. He goes, this fucking podcast called the BSB show literally called me out by reading my tweets on the show. Part of me feels flattered. The other part of me gives 2 fucks and a shit because these 2 cuckleheads. Chuckleheads. I thought I'm just assuming with how vicious he is, he would call us cucks. It sit on the air for an hour and verbally blow AAW and one another like Ultramarks. Hell yeah, we are. We're Ultramarks. Fuck you. And then he goes, I listened to 2 older episodes too. Thanks for the listen, Counterpoint Guy.
I noticed our counts were going up. Thank you. Thanks, Counterpoint Guy.
It was all because of Counterpoint Guy.
Yep.
The one guy sounded like he's 12. That's probably you. And the other okay. Sounds like he's 12. Justifies WWE and sounds like he's banging Triple H. Definitely you. And the other guy with a fake radio voice weasels in Impact chance. Weasels in Impact talk any chance he gets. That's definitely me. Literally asked. He talked about how we asked him to roast, and then he felt bad because he did thread tweets. We made him feel something.
He's like, I hate you guys. I hate this shit even more because it made me thread tweet, and I never do this shit.
I was like, we're breaking new ground.
Oh, Counterpoint Guy, you gave me some laughs this week, kiddo. Thank you very much because you destroying us made me laugh. Thank you. But he's a vicious son of a bitch. But anyway, guys, let's Basil, you got anything else to talk about? Tell these fine people before we plug everything.
Really quickly, good old Manser just won the CZW World Championship in the Cage of Death.
Oh shit! Really?
So, I'm not one about CZW too much, but
I'm about Manser.
I'm about Manser. That's all that matters. So
This podcast brought to you by Mansour.
Mansour, good old Mansour. Congrats, buddy.
Yeah, congrats, bud. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, you can find the BSB show at Twitter and Facebook by typing in the BSB show. And Basil, we got the Instagram up and going yet, or
no? What day is it?
Tonight.
Next week.
Next week we'll be on Instagram. And you can find this podcast anywhere podcasts are found: Apple, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, and now Spotify. Like, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell somebody. Let us know what you think. Give us your feedback. And, share links if you like what we're doing here. Let people know, that other AAW and indie fans know what we're doing. You can find me on my personal Twitter and Instagram at Vanilla Joke. You can find Basil at
BZ. That's a B, 2 E's, 4 Z's, and a Y.
And that fancy new website of yours?
BasilMahmud.com. That's BasilMahmud.com.
You can also find
AAW last call photos should be up. This is gonna go up to Monday morning.
Up on Monday.
This should be Monday night. This should be up. All the photos should be up Monday night at the latest.
All right, right in time.
I took time to do this podcast.
There you go. Good. And talk about how we got roasted by a guy on Twitter. But for every counterpoint guy, there was 5 nice people who complimented me in person, which is nice.
I think one of those guys was counterpoint guy.
Yeah, those are 3. That one of you 5.
One of you fucks was counterpoint guy.
Okay, there was one guy, who was like, "Hey, could you help me?"
He's a super ultra mark that just gets his anger out with the burner account. That's what I truly believe.
He has like 200 followers though. People like the counterpoint.
Yeah, well, I mean, he can be a dick without any consequences.
It's great. It's the way to live. It's America.
There you
go. But that's it, guys. Thank you very much. You can find AAW at AAWrestling.com. Get your tickets for the Windy City Classic. That's coming up. That's going to be the biggest show of the year. And we'll be there front and center, producing, photographing, making shit happen. So thanks again, everybody. LaSalle, you've been a peach. We appreciate everything. We'll see you down the road, folks. Talk to you later.
Bye.